throwing on first down. Jones. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second. Down, a running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, I cannot believe this. He's going to beat it.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Saints take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Exactly.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
Exactly.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at this. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle made.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up. Set back at the 45-yard line.
So about 3.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, Smith catches left side. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And some space here, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it.
Wow, this league, bro. You gotta get caught up. Announcer man. Booker man.
To top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now Jones to throw again. Quick hit.
Dropping the fucking pass.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing Jones over the middle to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down.
2 more. 2 more.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy, no matter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack. Jones, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That's a touchdown.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal.
And he's going
It was wide open. Didn't see it.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
A gain of 59.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Touchdown, Saints. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown. This time
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, Moses. Come on, Moses.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Elliott set to kick off.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
God damn it, I pushed it. He was wide open. Oh, my God.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
The pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
39-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 30.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Nicole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned?
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 39 yards. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the pass.
Here's Jones on first down. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Jones pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff looking right. And shedding through the tackle. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jones on 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Saints add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Check. Fresno.
From the gun, Jones. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He gets away from 1. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First down, New Orleans.
I got it. Ringo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Score Saints.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.